everyone, welcome to Caroline GW Yoga and this class that focuses on relieving the piriformis muscle, so piriformis syndrome and sciatic pain. I hope you enjoy. Namaste. Okay, so we'll start just using the hand on the table, the desk, a wall, something to keep you stable on the left side. I'm going to lift up the right leg and start to swing it forwards and backwards as if from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, keeping the hips pointing forward. Don't worry about going too high, just getting a little bit of movement and mobility here. Then from here, we're going to keep swinging that right leg, but as if from 10 to 4 o'clock. So on a little bit more of an angle. Nice and easy here. And then we're going to switch to the other side. So I'm going to turn around so I've got the table to support me. Check you won't hit anything behind you. And just starting to swing the opposite leg. First 12 till 6 or 12 to 6, forward and back. And then over we go. 1, 2, 7. Just on that angle. A couple more swings here. And then resting there, turning to face your table or whatever you have. We're going to take the right leg, bring the right foot in front of the left hip, okay? Then you're coming onto the knife edge of your right foot, releasing the outer edge of the right knee down towards the table there. I'm going to move my left foot back a little bit, using the hands on the table, or you can take them to your pelvis. It's probably a little bit more helpful to have the hands on the hips as we move through anterior and posterior tilt of the pelvis. So what I'm going to do is have a little bend in the knee here, in the left knee, and then just slowly start to tilt my pelvis forward. So going into anterior tilt, I'm sticking my bottom back basically, okay? Then we're going to go into posterior tilt, where I'm going to tilt my pelvis up, so thrusting the hips forward, okay? Then we just move through this a few times, so sticking the bottom out, and then thrusting the hips forward. Sticking the bottom out, going into anterior tilt, so if the pelvic bowl was full of water, the water would spill out the front, and then as you go into posterior tilt, the water spilling out the back. Let's do 3 more. Tilting forward. You should really feel that stretch around the piriformis. So just creating space there for the muscle that's maybe got a little bit tight and so pinching on the sciatic nerve. And again, coming forward, going into your tilt back, and then we'll do 1 more on the right side, making sure the right foot is flexed as well, just to protect the torque around the knee. And then up we come. Good. From here, you're just going to release that right foot down, and we do exactly the same on the left side. So using the hands on the table if you need a little bit of support for the balance. Left foot comes in front of the right hip. Come onto the knife edge of the left foot, so on the little toe side, releasing the outer edge of the left knee towards the table and the earth. Slight bend in your right knee. Hands can be on the table. As you know, we're moving through our anterior and posterior tilt, or for a little bit more of a reference, hands on those hips there. So when you're ready, let's start to tilt the pelvis forward and then tilting. Sorry, we're sitting and tilting back here. Good. And then tilting back. So going into that posterior tilt, and then anterior where we stick the bottom out. Okay. 3 more. Breathing in. Exhale 1. Inhale, keep that left foot flexed. Exhale 2, bottom sticks out. Last one here, inhale. And exhale for 3. Great job there. Then coming up neutral pelvis, so sort of midpoint, water is completely level. Taking that left foot, placing it down on the ground. So my table has magically disappeared. We're going to come down and onto our hands and our knees here. So be in the center of your mat. You're going to slide your right knee just to the outer edge of your right little finger, and then wiggle the top of that right foot so the ankle is underneath the left heel. Hands can move slightly further forward. Then you're going to tuck the ball of the left toes under and just slide the left leg away from you, okay? So option one, you're going to stay here in this variation of pigeon. We're going to do some more intense variations, so really feel into what works best for you. So again, check that your right knee is moving at an angle, okay? So again, as if to 2 o'clock, not straight forward at 12. The right heel is underneath the left hip bone. And then from here, you're going to slide the left ball of foot behind you, place the top of the foot down, walk forward and lift onto the fingertips, release your head down beneath the arm bones. To go even deeper in the stretch here, you're going to press into the top of the left foot so the left leg lifts away from the earth. And a slight wiggle from side to side so you really target the area that feels most tight, and breathe into it here. 3 more breaths. Deep breath in. Exhale 1. Inhale. Out for 2. Inhale. As you breathe out for 3, just place the palms down, slide them towards you, draw your left knee towards you. Your right leg will come back into that all-four position. Have your knees and your ankles together and just swing your hips from side to side. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, sliding your left knee just to the outer edge of your left little finger. Wiggle the left ankle and the top of the foot so it's underneath the right hip there. You can tuck the right toes under and the ball of the foot so you lift the leg away. Hands will need to move slightly further forward and allow your head just to hang here. So again, option 1, you can stay here, feel into it by shifting just small little micro movements from side to side. Those of you that want to come deeper still, you slide and come onto the top of the right foot and move those hands forward, tenting the fingers, releasing the head down. Again, to ramp it up a little bit more, but go easy, you're going to press into the top of the right foot so the right leg lifts away from the earth. It's just the right foot on the ground. 3 breaths here. Let's breathe in fully for 1. Exhale 1. Inhale. Empty out for 2. Inhale. And good. Release the hands. Release that right leg as if it was lifted and slide the hands towards you. Press into the hands so you now bring yourself into that all-four position with the knees together, and again just move your knees from side to side. And then from here, just moving the feet over to the right, carefully walk your hands back so you come to sit down on your mat, move the legs in front. We're going to be using the tennis ball or whatever kind of roller you have available to you. We'll start on the right side and then move to the left. So have your feet about hips distance apart. Come down so you can use your elbows, your forearms and your hands. Your bottom will lift up and just place it underneath the right butt cheek there. Okay, now there's no right or wrong here. It's really you feeling into the area around the piriformous, but I'm just rolling back and forwards. When you get to a really tight, juicy point, see if you can stay on that point and do tiny little rolls, just so you really kind of start to dig in deep in the fascia and the muscle there. All right. You can come onto the side, but really it's you feeling into it. I've got a bit of a knot here, so I'm just going to rest on that. If you can, just pausing and really allowing your weight to sink into it. Use the breath as well, breathing in fully. And by all means, breathe out through the mouth or do a lion's breath, sticking the tongue out. So yeah, it can get quite gritty. So use the breath to help you here. Woo, it's certainly starting to target the muscles around my piriformis as well. So yeah, we'll stay on this right side. It's so good to do this foam rolling or rolling on the tennis ball as often as possible, especially when our body is slightly aggravated or irritated. Then from here, we'll just move over to the left. So releasing down and just feeling rolling into it. Sometimes you may feel like you don't feel anything at all, so just start to move around a little bit more, and then I'm sure you will find a point that is more tender than the rest. Oop. Lost my ball. There we go. Especially if you've been doing your resistance band training, which you should be doing to keep those glutes nice and strong. You want to then complement that strengthening with this myofascial release here. Okay, good. Stay here for a few more breaths. I've just found a really tight spot. Woo! And I thought my glutes weren't tight, but there's always that little point. So just try and stay with it. Deep breath in. Big sigh out. With that sigh, try and release a bit of weight into the tennis ball. Okay, from here, just releasing the ball, place it to one side. We won't be using that again. Straighten your left leg out in front of you. Hold onto your right ankle, draw the right heel towards your right thigh. Option 1, your foot is going to stay in front of the thigh there. Option 2, you're stepping your right foot over the left leg, okay? Notice if your right sit bone is lifted away from the earth. If that's the case, encourage the sit bone down or go back to the first variation with the foot in front, okay? Now what we're going to do is take the left arm out to the side, give that right knee a really big hug, so hugging the knee in towards the chest, drawing the left toes towards us, rooting the left heel away. Lift the right arm up nice and tall, turn the palm to face out and bring the right fingertips behind you, okay? Chin can stay in line with the center of the chest, and just twisting from the thoracic, so the upper back, trying to get the twist from the upper back rather than just turning our head, okay? 3 breaths, deep breath in. Root down through the right sit bone, exhale 1. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, make sure the right big toe is rooted down. Draw the navel in as you exhale for 2. Inhale. And on this exhale for 3, we're going to counter twist. So the torso moves, the hands moves. Hands as they come down, they're wider than the shoulders. Release the head, give it a little wiggle from side to side. And then coming all the way back up and simply switching the legs. So right leg goes straight, left leg, again, drawing the heel close to the left thigh, option 1, or stepping the foot over, okay? Check that left sit bone is down. We want to draw the left knee in towards the center of the chest. So wrapping that right arm around, hugging it in, sitting up nice and tall, left arm lifts up, palm turns out, fingertips behind you. Root that right heel forward and down, lifting up as we breathe in. Twisting from the upper back, keep the chin in line with the center of the chest. Inhale. Breathing out for 2. Let those sit bones release to the earth. Last breath in. And then we twist around over to the other side, fingers wide, head hangs for 3. And just allow the head to be nice and heavy here. Breath filling up the back of the body before pressing all the way up and stepping that left foot back in front. From here, what we're going to do, I'm just going to move my mat a little bit further forward. We're going to come and lie on our backs here. So lying down, check if you have a hair tie that it is out of the way. And then bring your feet and your knees together. Arms out to the side in a T shape, your palms can be down. And just very slowly, I want you to roll the knees over to the right side as you turn your head to the left. Keeping the knees and the feet together. Inhale, knees come up, head comes up. Exhale, knees fall. Have I got enough room? Over to the left side, gaze to the right. And we continue. Inhale, up, knees and face. Exhale, knees fall to the right, gaze to the left. Inhale, up. And exhale, other side. Very good. This time we're going to stay with the knees and the face up as we breathe in. And then just move the arms alongside the body. From here, what I want you to do is take your right leg. We're going to lift the foot off the floor, hook the right ankle over the left knee, okay? Then from here, start to pick your left foot off the floor. Option 1, holding here. Option 2, your right hand comes between the thighs, left hand wraps around and interlace the fingers here behind the left thigh, drawing the left knee in gently, pressing the right thigh and knee away. Also gently, it doesn't have to be a strong move here. Check that the back of the neck is long and the head released on the floor. Both feet are flexed. 3 breaths from here, all the way in. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. And exhale for 3. At the end of your exhale, release the interlaced fingers. Your right leg, now you're just going to go into a cross position. So both legs are crossed. Hands come either side of the legs and just drawing the knees in here. You can point your feet, using the hands underneath the left kneecap to pull in. Make sure you're pressing your low back down into the ground while still maintaining that pull in of the knees. Again, breathing together all the way in. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Breathing out for 2. Last one in. And all the way out for 3. Okay, release the hands. Place your left foot on the floor. Your left hand now is going to thread underneath the left ankle, holding onto the outer edge of your left ankle. Right hand comes just above the knee on the right side, on the inner edge of the knee. Flex your right foot, and then as you draw your right heel and foot towards you, you're going to again gently encourage your right knee away from you, okay? Keep the left foot on the ground. 3 breaths all the way in. Encouraging that right knee and thigh away from you. Exhale, 1. Right heel and knee are in line. Breathe in. Exhale out for 2. Inhale. And exhale for 3. Very good. At the end of that exhale, you're just going to release the right foot. Bring both feet together, knees together. Make sure the heels aren't too far away. Arms out to the side in that T-shape, palms down. And again, just gently rolling the knees over to the right as you turn your gaze to the left. And then lifting the knees, lifting the head, rolling the head to the right as the knees fall to the left. Do a couple more either side, breathing in as we come through center, breathing out as we find that twist. Inhale, center. Last one, exhale, twist. Stay at center this time, and then you're going to take your left leg, pick the left leg off the floor, put the heel over the top of the right knee, threading now your left hand between the thighs as the right foot lifts off the floor. Option 1, excuse me, I should have said you can keep the arm just in that T shape. Okay, option 2, this is where we thread the left hand between the thighs. Right hand, change the interlace of the fingers, so opposite fingers in front there. Again, check your feet are flexed. Deep breath in. Long breath out. On that out breath, we're drawing the right knee towards us, pressing, again, encouraging gently the left thigh and knee away. 2 more breaths all the way in. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. At the end of that exhale, release the interlace of the fingers. Slide the right thigh so the legs are now crossed at center. Point your toes, reach your hands. Your shoulders may need to lift off the floor as you reach. Again, keep switching the interlace of the fingers. The hands up, come underneath the right kneecap as you release the head and the shoulders back down, drawing those knees in, but releasing the low back and that sacrum down towards the ground. All the way in, encouraging that low back to balloon into the mat. Exhale 2. Inhale. And empty out for 3. At the end of that exhale, release the hands, place the right foot on the floor. So now it's going to be your right hand. You loop it underneath, holding on to the right ankle there, okay? Left hand, it's not on the knee, it's just above the knee joint there, on the inner part of the knee. Flex the left foot, and then you're trying to draw the left ankle, so it's in line with the left knee. So it's going horizontally across. Deep breath in. Exhale, drawing the heel towards you, encouraging the left thigh away from you. 2 more breaths here, all the way in. Exhale 2. Inhale. And exhale 3. At the end of your exhale, releasing that left foot, placing the feet down, feet together, arms out to the side, and again that same move, the knees fall to the right, head turns to the left. Come back through center. Allow the knees to fall to the left as you turn your head to the right. Then come back to center. From here we're going to use our belt. So just finding your belt. What we're going to be doing with the belt is placing it around the widest part of our foot. So start with the right leg. The widest part is the ball of your foot, so just beneath the toes. Straighten your right leg, or it can be straightish, up towards the sky. And then the left leg will go straight down on the earth. Make sure that your shoulders aren't lifted away from the ground. So be sure to hold on to the belt sort of near to the earth. So go long in the belt so the shoulders and the arms can stay nice and relaxed. Have a slight internal rotation of the left and the right leg so they're not winging out to the side. Press the right heel away from you, the left heel away from you. Draw the right toes towards you and your left toes towards you. We're going to stay here for 10 breaths, so we really get into the stretch around the calf and the hamstring. So if you want to, you can close your eyes, check that the back of the neck is nice and long, and I'll count you through. When you're ready, deep breath in. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Out for 3. Inhale. Emptying 4. Last one, inhale. Out for 5, pause. 5 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale, keep pressing that heel away from you. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Last one, big breath in. As you breathe out, keep that right leg straight. Slowly, slowly release the right leg all the way to the earth. So allowing the belt just to slide through the hands. When the foot connects to the floor, let go of the belt. Just let everything go nice and floppy. Big breath in. Open the mouth, sigh out. And then we go to the other side. So holding onto the belt, bending the left knee so you can just loop the foot through. Right leg, keep it straight, slight internal rotation. And up we go with the left leg. So again, just wiggling the belt so it is most definitely around the ball of the foot. Releasing the hands down the belt so your shoulders and your shoulder blades are on the ground. Spreading the toes, slightly turn the left leg in, slightly roll the right thigh in. Let's go with the breath in. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Navel to spine, exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, really press through that heel. Exhale, 4. Inhale. And exhale, 5. Pause, slightly readjust if you need to before taking a deep breath in. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, almost there. Exhale, 2. Last big breath in. And slowly, slowly down on your exhale. When your left foot meets the floor, just release the belt, release the arms. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open your mouth. Then any last little fidgets, flickers you need to do, please take them, as now we are going to settle into Shavasana. So if you have an eye pillow, placing that over your eyes. If you'd like to place a blanket over you or a pillow under your head, please do so. Make sure now that the legs are separated as wide as the width of your mat, your feet falling out as if 10 to 2. Gather the shoulder blades, move them down the back, placing the palms so they face up and the backs of the hands are on the ground. Let's take a nice big breath all the way in through the nose together. Let that out breath flush through your body. And resting in Shavasana, where the deep healing
takes place. wherever your mind has drifted, start to draw it back to the wave and movement of your breath. Gradually increasing the inhale, lengthening the exhale. And as you do so, whenever you feel ready, making little movements into your fingers and your toes. Taking a nice big stretch as you breathe in, lift the arms, stretch from limb to limb. And with your out breath, draw the knees in towards your chest, give yourself a big hug and carefully rock from side to side, massaging the low back here. Then lifting your right arm up over your head so the back of the right hand is connected to the earth. As you roll everything carefully to your right side, the right head rests on that right arm. The left hand can come on the earth by your chest. From here, push into the left hand, slide carefully up to a comfortable seated position, crossing the legs, resting the hands in the lap or on the thighs, feeling that the spine is long, the crown of the head lifting up towards the sky, and the sit bones connecting and rooting down towards the earth. Let's move the hands to the center of the chest, and together taking a nice big breath all the way in, and a nice sigh through the mouth, bowing the head to the heart. Namaste.